Welcome to live stream number number 2, the road to 10K, 10K subscribers, that is. So you want to fast track yourself to 10,000 subscribers. You've hit 1K and you're stagnant at 1.1 now. That's great because 99 or 98 or 97% of YouTube channels fail to reach the goal of 10K subscribers. How many views do you need to get to 10K subscribers? Well, after remaining consistent, you need 1 million views. So typically it's 1% of your views, your total views. And what that means is that you have about 100K subscribers if you have the 1,000 benchmark met. Now, these views don't count, or they do count, YouTube Shorts and live stream views. There are 3 different forms a channel that a YouTube channel can have or is in play at now. That's long form, short form, live streams. Then there's podcasts, so there's 4, but podcasts don't count video and typically don't work out for YouTube. Broaden scope and use podcasting hosting platforms. Now, going live has something to do with concurrent viewership or concurrent views, which is more than one person watching at a time. That hasn't happened yet here. However, we do hope to get there. As right now, we're just having coffee and enjoying the live screen. So, you want to hit that 10,000 subscribers to gain some of the perks of the YouTube creators community. There's stories at 30K and a silver play button at 100K subscribers. So a long route to go, and 1% typically converts into subscribers, 1% of viewership. Now, what are some ways you can utilize your newly found mass of people? So what you can do, or what I'm doing to get to this 10K subscriber amount, is I'm learning in public. What that means is there's the daily upload and there's the weekly long form upload. And the value is being presented as I gain and learn and master eventually due to teaching, all circumnavigating building in public. Giving out this value for free weekly is hopefully going to allow you to click that subscribe button more rapidly. So with that, the channel is about finance, more particularly crypto, more particularly Forex, and making money online. which is the second or the niche, the further niche down to keep your attention or to get your attention to begin with, is forex trading, uh, niching down after crypto. So you have the blockchain, you have crypto, then you have the foreign exchange market. Now, this is building in public. This is providing value for free, giving you the crypto knowledge that I have, and making an offer to allow you to learn or watch me fail in public. So you'll also get to join me in all the conversations I have through the Discord server or the email list, otherwise. There are a few notes that I wanted to mention about what it is that we're engaging in as we gain subscribers. Now, a time ago, without YouTube Shorts, gaining subscribers was something that took a longer time to achieve. It's generally easier for someone to subscribe. Now, what you don't want to do initially, or for jump starting a channel, as they say now, is take the slow route and only gain subscribers through long form content. Through your long form content, your 1 or 2 or possibly even 3 videos a week. And that would be the slow route or the slow lane. You would fulfill a need by providing long form content, and rightly so, you would gain the subscribers in your 7, 8, 15, 30-minute videos, keeping them on board. And the entry into the niche that you have chosen, all is great things for you to gain traction and be someone who has an audience in this realm that you would then wield control over, giving you an opportunity to scale and, based on your timing, really hop on the trend. With all that said, your channel is going to be considered a work in progress, and your work in progress is something that's never ending, and something that you would want to be something that you can curate your time to. Now, again, for you to be someone with your always work in progress and being someone who's had the opportunity to leverage shorts and take your content and splice it into smaller bits that fulfills a need for those who don't have your trust, or you don't have their trust, rather, initially. So you fill that gap, and then they go and watch your long form content. That gives you another way of having an audience to, or that would be you in the fast lane now, where you are someone who's fulfilling a need on 2 scales. That being said, you would be someone who's no longer in the slow lane. It should be a fast-paced growth, both short form content and long form content working together, and at the not at the expense of your long form content, because you put in the time to scale and there's your control. But again, the work in progress is at shorts. So the shorts push to your long form content. And again, the entry for shorts being a work in progress is how many are you putting out? That's also your control. And the scale again for shorts is just to get better at your craft once you put in the time. Lastly, there's live. Now, live is going to be different because you can set up things that happen before you go live, such as viewers that are waiting in the lobby and viewers that are coming along afterwards. That's your loyal fan base and those who would be waiting for you. Your safety net being live, those preemptive action takers, the before the happenings. They enter and you begin the live. You have all the power in this sense. It's like taking the stage. Once you get there, you can envision the end or begin with the end in mind and know that you're going to be receiving applause. Now, then you can even envision a bigger stage for yourself, a larger stage the next time you take the stage. So, someone waiting, one person waiting, two people waiting, three people waiting, larger audience. That scale. And over time, this is something that you no longer have an issue with engaging in. You are someone who takes the stage with grace. Now, say you're someone who's never taken the stage before. You've only watched others take the stage. You value the craft of others being able to take the stage, and you want to become someone who takes the stage now. So you do. You schedule your event, you rent out the venue, and you're now considered a producer. So you're filling a need, believe it or not. If you sell those tickets, you're now fulfilling a need. Then this is you in an industry for the first time as a producer, something you've only looked up to. Uh, you're in control once again of the situation. Now, the conversation goes, how the one-sided monologue or speech goes, and it's on you how big or how small you want your message to resonate. And genuinely, these things will last your first time maybe 2 minutes, second time 5, third time 10 minutes long. And that's something that is beautiful. Your stage presence. Sounds like someone had 10K subscribers. Now, quickly and effectively making progress in life. So, from consumer to producer, have your own vision. What does it mean to craft or hone your own vision? And pay attention to that vision so that you are the one who makes the decisions. You are numero uno. You are the one who makes things happen in your own life. Because what you pay attention to predicts, says what you're going to be in the next 5 years, that 5 year plan that you hear others speaking of. So, what you pay attention to, your feet will follow. The blockchain, crypto, and back to the blockchain or decentralized networks, decentralized finance networks, and what it means to understand how they work. Investing in an informed manner, being exceptionally good at explaining the blockchain, explaining crypto. This is where the growth is. And again, this is starting out with my own thing due to my expertise with Java, and that being what Bitcoin was based around, or what the code was generally understood as being able to be translated in. And ultimately escaping the velocity that was rapidly adopted, rapidly caught. There's upside involved in the blockchain. There's convincing involved that's enabling others to stay rich. However, at the end of the day, what you want is to enjoy the journey. I'm going to run through this next bit about the Forex market because that's going to be the entertainment aspects. So we have YouTube mastery and the blockchain. The blockchain, as far as what will be looked into, but the niching down is within Forex. And it will be communicating with others and building a community around that. There's always going to be the plan, and there's always going to be the getting in and the getting out. There's going to be the note that trading is hard, but losing can be good. However, it's going to be the thing that's going to happen here and there again because it's going to be viewed as a video game, allowing me to have some skin in the game and keep or have a focus. Now I know, or this is another key, profits will never make me happy. I will learn by teaching, and there's a psychology to trading that needs to be involved, which is different from crypto and the blockchain. There's no psychology there. There's psychology in Forex and just general trading. Because again, trading can be hard. The upsides or the downsides, whether you're buying or selling, is going to be an attention grabber nonetheless. I will accept that losses are a part of the game. We will focus on quality of trades, not quantity of trades. There's going to be an amount of that's going to be measured to avoid analysis paralysis. So not staring at chart all day. That would be back to YouTube mastery dive-in videos, which means those who are at the top of the charts, those who have mastered the algorithm, those who are crushing the thumbnail click-through rate. At that point or stage, I'm a lifelong learner of what it means to be pushing these videos out to YouTube. And also gives me the opportunity to make some mistakes, which I hope to learn from, which would be considered a pass. Then there's being patient and waiting for the trades to come. All this will be kept in a journal, which will be comprised of columns: mental state, trading performance, market conditions, positive and negative comments, such as I waited for the trade to come to me, I didn't rush into the trade, I got out when I said I would, and I had a stop loss in place. Then the last column is percentage of goals achieved. So 20%, 50%, 70%, got to where I wanted to be, being around 99%, because you would set these goals in a time-bound manner. Back to Forex trading. Now, I didn't log my trades a long time ago, maybe 2016, 2015. However, with this journal, I do believe I will have a better handle on the entirety. Now, I was doing some sketchier trades with crypto beforehand. Now, crypto has gotten large enough to where there's enough to learn and speak about the community that's fostered from the one initial coin, which has room or breathing room now. Before, there was this crash and burn scare, whereas you now have this thriving community in the blockchain that you can depend on. There's constant projects that are developed that need to be covered or need to be explained or need to be invested in. So who can best relay that message for the investor? My top 3 cryptos, so from the blockchain: Chainlink, Fetch AI, 1, 2, Injective. So Chainlink, Fetch AI, Injective for the next month or so. So give or take the end of November. Those 3. And currently they are doing well in relation to the Bitcoin chart. Now, all cryptos have some sort of bounce back or feedback from the Bitcoin chart, which is where the motherlode or the mainframe is. These are altcoins, coins that are alternatives to Bitcoin. So you say blockchain, Bitcoin, then you have these alternate coins, that stem from Bitcoin in some form or fashion. Top three out of thousands currently or presently for the month: Chainlink, Fetch AI, Injective. And then there's what you're going to do as far as possibly trading them on the foreign exchange market. So BTC USD. What can you do when you're waiting? You're just waiting for the next step in your YouTube channel endeavors. The great part is the revenue doesn't have to be from one source, being ads and by saying ads, I mean pre-roll ads, mid-roll ads, and in-screen ads. With live streaming, said beforehand, you can have a brand reach out to you, or you can reach out to a brand, and you can engage in a live stream before, or they can sponsor the live stream. And what the charging will be is the cost of video production, scripting or planning, then filming and editing, thumbnail design, uploading, and optimizing. All of these things take time and money. It's not free. So, and tags and title optimization are the cost of video production. As a videographer, this is what the cost would be for the business to create a video for your organization. Now, where do these organizations, or where would you be able to do something for the organization's bottom line? Is you could live stream or do a webinar or a Zoom call on their channel. This is you giving a perk for them paying to be someone to live on your channel. This is all the live streaming juice for pursuing relevant brands to what it is that I've built. That includes ventures, investors, technology organizations, software organizations to sponsor, and eventually make things simple enough so that we understand one another from the cost of video production. There's the signing of the contract. That's going to be one motion or another. Then there's the email correspondence, like the back and forth between you and the organization. Now, quick tip for brand deals and getting organizations to apply, because this is different than you having an affiliate link and sign up to be an affiliate. The brand deal is going to be a more personalized gain than what an affiliate would be, because you have or did create the templates, the flow of the email correspondence goes in your favor, the prices and a contract of how many videos or how long the videos are going to be has been something that you've worked out. Now, a myth or an industry myth relating to brand deals: you can have too many. So there's a certain amount of videos you put out a month, and at this stage of 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, if you're someone who has that silver play button, there's you having the privilege of having each and every one of your videos have at minimum 2 sponsors or at maximum 2 sponsors. Again, there's not too much per video. 2 sponsors per video. 2 sponsors links, or 2 shout outs, one at the beginning, one at the end. This is all in your bucket. And again, you cannot have too many. So some mistakes when getting these sponsors or having a sponsor for a video: accepting free as the main driving factor of why it is you got involved in having this sponsorship. Because what you accept is going to reflect back on you. Again, there's that principle of put out, and what you put out there may come back to you. Eventually, what you put out there is going to come back to you. And some common questions, or some questions that I'm going to ask the crowd or the first person to join: how much did you charge for your first brand deal? When do you think is an appropriate time for you to go out to reach for a brand deal? And how many views do you think your videos should average before you get a brand deal? Or are you enabling ad spending on the video and just leaving it towards the organization for how the views get to the video? Are you only making a contract for the benefits of video production, as I've been someone who's been instructed or sided with the opinion of doing so? Lastly, what system do you have in place? Do you have the contract on your end already? Have you done the research for the email correspondence back and forth? Those are the main factors. Now again, you're here for the long haul, giving me view duration, which is a great thing. This is arguably one of the only metrics that matters. And you're a part of my community, whether you like it or not. Oh, you're great for being a part of my community, but it's still my community. Whether that's one member, two members, three members, 10 members, 20. Hopefully, you're getting value immediately. If not, I suggest you give back what it is that you considered your sage advice in all of this that you've been consuming. So you have all this sage advice, yet you don't teach. You could start by creating your own online course, automating a business, and or building a website. Then there's the whole thing of your online course having a product which you give others. And then there's making those investment decisions. And instead of a podcast, or you do have a podcast and you bring them on from a voice server such as Discord, and you shoot ideas off of one another. This will help in automating your business and selling a digital product. Hopefully you begin with the end in mind, and this helps you form passive income. So I'd like to make sure that I'm guiding you through the process of 10,000 subscribers. And this is beginning with the next milestone in clear sight. Eventually, I'll have more expensive gear to be able to deliver the value of video production or raise the caliber of video production to further put trust within the pricing for the brand deals or sponsorships that come with the growth. The videos will live on the channel, and they will be packaged. Said in the email communication, for example, 4 videos a month, 7 minutes long, 500-word title, 300-word description, 2 sponsors links, maybe 25 tags, 1 thumbnail, and it takes 30 days to create. A simple Google Docs contract to make the signing of the deal a real thing. Now, beyond that, there's going to be the on-screen talent. Me. I'm the on-screen talent. I think we went over all the subject matter for this video or for this live stream. But again, if I could elaborate further on reaching 10,000 subscribers, that's 1 million viewers, not 100,000 for the 1,000 you need for the monetization requirements. You do need the 4,000 hours of watch time to be completely monetized, but there are some things you can do with the subscriber number that's in your face, whereas the watch time is something that's kept to, or the average view duration is, and the watch time is kept to the creator only. It's not something that's visible to the general public, and you're not hit with that at all. It's a vanity metric. So an update on other social media platforms, because the last step in a brand deal is sharing across your social media sites. And that's, if you partake in that, I wouldn't. I know I'm selling video production, and that would be what I guarantee. However, the last step, or what you can do to, if you're selling by view, is sell per view. So 10,000 views on this video guaranteed, because you have that stable or that loyal fan base. It's equal to what you would get on your AdSense revenue, $400 or so. Cheaper, $200 at 10,000. 20,000, then you get to $400. That, of course, all depends if you're going to be selling that way. Now, your understanding of the YouTube algorithm is going to play a big part in what tags and titles and thumbnails you generate for the brand specific endorsement. And with that endorsement being a part of your channel, what are you going to do to maintain your personality, your personal presence within the video, so that you're not completely engrossed in have made this great opportunity for your pockets, yet also has to be an opportunity for your future. Will people still choose your video? Is this going to hurt your viewers? Is this going to benefit your viewers? Did you make the right decisions? Did you negotiate the right terms? Is this something that's going to be a frequent occurrence, such as you endorsing, for example, a website hosting platform or a software as a service platform? There's differences there. They come up, yet they will be something that's pivotal in your growth. And again, are you endorsing long form, short form, or lives? Now, I'm going to boast my short platform because it's converted the most. My long form needs some work, and my lives, I think I'm capable, or this would be my second live where I'm capable of presenting for an extended amount of time on a number of topics. However, they are the three. So blockchain, crypto, Forex, YouTube mastery. These four, maybe one video a month on each subject, and hopefully they're long form TKOs. So blockchain, overall health of the network, crypto, overall health of the internals of the network, Forex, some entertainment, hopefully of me shooting in the green, and YouTube mastery, where I gain the subscribers and I can really have my personality bloom. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've been here through this entirety. And thank you for your time. Watch a few shorts, they're pretty entertaining. And off to making sure that you know that in the shorts, there's a link to the first ever live stream where I'm exploiting the average view duration of the shorts because it's well over 100%. And hopefully they click on or you as a viewer clicks on the link there to go view more content. And you can sign up for my newsletter in one of my videos descriptions. And you can also schedule a consultation call in that same video's description. Not here though. Something off limits for live, as this is not sponsored by initially. But, so in the last 12 minutes or so, I'd like to give you an update on what it means to be shadow banned because my views have dropped. I'm currently in a drought. Now, what makes this content work? What makes going live work? Because going live is something to unlock. It's the first early stage YouTube creator learning curves to have gotten over to engage in. I think there was a trend surfing note to acknowledge during the first ever live stream, and what happens that once you keep making live streams. Do people forget about you, or are your subscribers coming back for more, or is this something that's going to work out in the long run? Because the topics I went over, are they popular enough? I know I added one and I haven't begun, as there's some initial investments to have under the belt, such as choosing my trading or MetaTrader 4 broker and having a machine who screen grab again. However, there's other videos you could watch that'll match your interests for your particular situation during the year, and you will get more tailored answers to your questions. What made you click in the first place? What kept you watching? How'd you choose this video? And every 1,000 impressions, there's 100 viewers. Every 100 viewers, there's one comment. So, what is the average view duration going to be for this live stream? How can I improve that? The average click through rate for this live stream. It's been going on for the last 50 minutes. We have 10 more minutes left for this live stream. And I think we can close with the big bambino, the YouTube algorithm, long form content, and how to increase your views in 2023. Before 2023 grows out, what are your long form content view metrics going to look like? And how do we not ruin that with short form daily uploads that ultimately can convert into long form viewers, yet don't because there's a small link that clicks and goes into long form viewership? It's just not as effective as long form content is. And since people are watching on this long form content, is there a way where we can make sure that our viewers for long form content aren't going to be harmed or cannibalized by the short form content? Was the word that was put to the seriousness of the ad revenue dollars that are being cannibalized because YouTube Shorts is a cannibal. Almost done with today's coffee, brought to us by Dunkin' Donuts. Eventually, we'll have those who care to drop a question. I will be kind enough to answer. And last but not least, let's divulge more into what impressions are, because that's heavy on the mind. Impressions for short form content are different than long form content because you only get impressions for short form content in the shorts feed. The shorts feed is unrivaled because it's in the feed of your long form content. If you're mobile, it shows more than one at a time. And the short feed is something that can swipe away or keep going. And long form content, you have to click on the thumbnail amongst other channels in a page. It's a selection or a competition of rising to the top. Those impressions are the general granddaddy of impressions, and it's the game that YouTube recommends that you play alone without the interference of what will interfere with your channel's overall performance. YouTube Shorts. Lives come up once you've gone live. I've noticed that. And that's just been my experience. But they appear as I've gone live, not when initially I did not have access to live. So that's YouTube long form content and YouTube Shorts. And then once you have gone live, you see lives appear in your stream as well as they have the little live red box. So for gaining subscribers and keeping a high average view duration and possibly having those views transmit into long form viewers, that's shorts. Exploit, and exploit some more when your short starts to take off. And again, subscribe from the live if you haven't done so already. It does help the channel and helps promote the live as this is coming to a draw. And these are some of the personal greatnesses that I've had. So with a short, the average swiped or did not swipe away is around 54 to 60% with high performing shorts. They would have 12.9K shown in feed and 9K viewed. That's a general percentage of the viewership, or that's how it works out. So they're shown in feed or shown on the short shelf, and then they're possibly viewed full length, mid length, or 20 or 30% of the short. I initially used big and bad influencers to gain that rapport that they have, or similar or common faces or household names that you know now, or what you should be aware of being as you're in the YouTube space for my shorts, as they're more human, they're more approachable almost, because they're in a shelf. You see more than one at once, and it's choose your favorite human, right? So you start with who's the household name presently for these initial ways of having someone come into you as a creator. Then hopefully they like your stuff so they come back and see more of it. Now, what happens when you have this audience being your subscribers? So you no longer have the act of the seed audience that gets called upon as a focus group to begin, and then the act of maximizing engagement and minimizing regret for the algorithm's sake is different due to your subscriber rising. Recovering from a burst of subscribers is something that not a lot of folks have been able to do yet. It's how do you grow and hang on to the reins of that growth? What is it that you incorporate into your content without having a false feedback loop? And the feedback loop has to involve you, or doesn't. These outside entities or organizations or self-proclaimed or self-amassed influence personas are what will make for your growth, rapid growth rather. So who's to say you should grow alone? And in that videography and video production, there's so many layers that's been spoken of, but it's not lonely at the top until you're there. I could be someone who's still thinking of getting those 1,000 subscribers instead of focusing on watch time, which is where I am now. So I'd go live and hopefully get a view, hopefully get a minute. So having these views out there, or having these potential views out there, will be what works at the end of the day. That's the goal. So 10K subscribers, 4K watch hours. putting out that content so that you can gain that rich amount of watch hours. Thank you for today's live stream. Zan out.